welcome to the Beauty Connect. I want to thank each and every beauty professional that's on this panel today. First and foremost, I'm Tameka Taylor, the connector, and the reason why I call myself the connector is because I connect people to the resources that they need to help them go to the next level, and I'm able to do that because I am connected to the number one source, and that is God. So I stay plugged in so I can plug in anybody who comes in my path. So I want to welcome you to Beauty Connect. I have Trinice on the panel, myself, of course. I have, and it's supposed to be 3 people, but God works in mysterious ways, right? So we have my Queasy Hall, we have C. Robinson, we have Misha Wilson, we have one of my great friends, the owner of MLS and the sponsor for today's event, Shan Benefield. Thank you so much for opening up your space. And then we have someone who's dear to my heart, and that is my daughter, Mariah Taylor. Right, what is it? Styles by Dior, Braids by Dior. But anyway, she's a new beauty professional, been in the game since she was about 15. How did the pandemic affect your businesses?
With me, what I did was, and this is what God dealt with me on, go back to the basics. Stir up the gifts. The beauty business is so broad, but we get stuck behind a chair. And it's faith beyond the chair.
Yes.
So everything that I needed, God said, is in the closet. You make your own natural products. You make your sugar scrub. I was doing detox teas because everybody was on their immune system being boosted up and stuff. Yeah. I was selling more detox teas and sugar scrubs and body butter and all of this stuff more than I was doing hair, because God had me speaking to people on a live on my BU podcast saying he's a provider. He said, I had you speak it out loud because do you believe that? Jesus. Because when they shut it down and say that our job or what we do wasn't essential, right? It was like, okay, now God, what am I doing? He said, you just spoke it. Mm-hmm. You just said for 3 days to people, you just spoke it. So now what you need to do is, I went in the lab, I call it my lab. Yeah. And I started making the body butters and I put coming soon. And so I said, try it before you buy it. We got an avenue to everything. Beauty is not just hair. Right. Beauty is, we counselors.
Yeah. Oh.
We're therapists.
We're going to talk about that. We are.
Please put a pin in that. We doctors of hair. Right. So why are we not prescribing things to these people like you just said? Yes. Chan just said, why are we not prescribing? Why are we not saying, hey, you don't just have dandruff, you have this, you have psoriasis. We don't say all of this. So why are we not tapping back to the basics of what we were taught to say, hey, shouldn't tell us what, okay. They telling us what, but why are we the doctors of hair? Yeah.
Think about how many clients come into your chair with that same thing. Like, they sit there, I kind of tell you what I want, but I ain't worried about the end result.
And I be like, look at it, they be like, I ain't got to
because you build a relationship with them too. It's
like, if you gotta look at it too long. Right, like, what you
what's wrong with it? Like what? But no, it's about that relationship. I build a relationship with my clients that you're not just my client. Yeah. Because clients get up, they pay their money, and they leave. Yeah. But it's about a family. It's about a real, like, connect. I can feel them when they come in and something ain't right.
You understand?
I can feel it.
When it comes to your clients, you have to also know them because they can be a benefit for you. Oh yeah. I know we therapy to them, but sometimes they're therapy.
Yes. Better say it.
Right. Certain situations and different things going on, you mess around and hey, like you said, y'all were sitting together, she needed to operate. But you got into it and you did it. I'm sitting around doing people here, didn't know one of them will fund me, one of them a part of SDA, one of them a part of get into their business. Yeah. And guess what? As they're getting their hair done, they definitely getting into our business. That's it. Getting into our business, getting into our life as well. So also dig into, find out what the new clients do and what they about and who they work. Just from being in the room. That's it. I connect the dots for the
But that's good. That brings me to my next topic, networking. So, of course, my main thing with bringing us here that I taught, and I was just like, God, don't let these girls say yes. Because I don't ever do an event, disclaimer. I've never done an event and just pick me. God has always dropped each person that has been a part of anything that I've done in my spirit. And I pray about it. I'm like, was she gonna receive it? And he'd be like, just ask. All she could say is yes or no. And so timing is everything, right? And so I kind of lost my train of thought with that. But, you know, networking. Yeah. So my whole point with that I have been talking about, and I think I was probably kind of feeling y'all out too, like how y'all feel about collaboration. And so I'm real big on it because my daughter will tell you, like, I love people. And I know that what God is calling me, I need people. Yeah. When I met her at the Girls Through Lunch last month, that was my first time meeting her. And she came with Terrence, which was one of the speakers. When we got ready to do our panel or whatever, you know how some people are just servants? They just serve without asking you what needed to be done. That was the one thing that stood out about her to me, was she said, oh, let's set up. Now we had the coordinator, but she came, she said, I'm gonna put these glasses here. We're gonna make it look like it. That's what stood out.
Didn't have to ask.
And since then, we've been, if she invite me to something, I'm gonna try to come because I like to show up for people. Yeah. But my main thing was collaboration over competition. And we know that in our industry, we can be perceived as competitive.
Yeah. Right.
Everybody, like, I tell people quick, PSA, I feel like I am one of the baddest silk pressers in the county, man. That's not to say that nobody else, I know you do silk presses too, but if I'm sitting beside the right woman, she gonna tell me, yes, sis, you bad. You bad too.
I ain't gonna lie, I hold myself back from saying stuff like that because I don't be wanting, because I don't be knowing how people gonna, you know, I don't want nobody to feel like, no, I don't think you should.
No, ma'am. Because if you don't think you bad, who else gonna think you bad? But I dealt with that too because I was like, well, you know, humble, there go that word. And I had to change my verbiage. And so shout out to Antabio because we have deep discussions, right? And we had this discussion about being humble. And I had to understand there's a difference between being humble and having humility. I'm only humble before God. I'm not humble before man. I have humility before man. Because I'm not going to dumb down who God created me to be for your ego. But I have humility, which means that, girl, I know I'm bad and you bad too. Let's walk in here side by side.
Iron sharpens iron.
Iron sharpens iron. So what I want to, and I pray and I ask God to give me the authority and with the power he gave me to break the monotony up in the industry about being competitive.
You're doing it now.
Right. You know, and that's my whole thing. So I want to know how you guys feel about collaboration. What is your take on collaboration over competition?
So you know how people, your clients used to be like, oh, Queesa said, they ain't never say, oh, C said. They used to make us try to go, they try to make me and her go against each other. Really? I never talked to this girl never talked to me, clients. Queesa said, they couldn't like, oh, Queesa said, you want to be like her. Queesa said, I'm like, so I'm feeling some type of way about Queesa at this point.
Right.
Because what are you talking about? Yeah, so I'm like, okay. So, but the whole time, I never said nothing about you. I never wanted to be like you. But thank you for putting me against Queesa because I think Queesa is the GOAT. But thank you for making me. They gonna put me against anybody. You gonna put me against anybody. Put me against anybody. That's just like, we never hung out nothing but the kill that like ever since I invited her to show people that we talk, so it kills anybody to say anything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And right now, this our first time, like, you know what I'm saying? So maybe God did put, but people really try to make us go against each other. Like, they really made us go against each other. But we never had. I never said never had no words.
It's just like
it was a client.
The Cardi and Nicki.
Yes.
Right? It's why can't we have both? It's gonna be sometimes it'll be in my Nicki moment and then sometimes it'll be in my Cardi moment. It's just it's people that do that. When in truth it's their minds, it's their limitations. It's their minds. They're comparing them to somebody else and then looking at y'all to be able to have that actual war. And it's fearful. And you see where they're coming from with it. So it's like my grandmother told me a long time ago, a dog ain't never carried a bone, he has to open his mouth to get it. He has to grab that bone by opening his mouth. You're not going to feel comfortable speaking around me about certain people. Right. Because I'm going to automatically go, is this a discussion? You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to figure out, like, how do we get a yacht? Like, how can we get a yacht?
How we going on a beauty retreat?
How can we join together and get our own shopping center? Like, how can we, and you want to talk to me about somebody, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What's going on? Are you okay?
Because my thing is that girl making over 6 figures. You should be talking about that. You clearly got too much time on your hands.
Right, and you should be dissecting. And then people think that for instance, I can go on my phone right now and I can promise you I have over 300 different things open on my internet.
Right.
Yeah.
I can see that
and
for you.
I'm a dissector, and we go through them. It's gonna be this funnel, this person selling this. I want to see exactly how it's done.
Yes.
I may not use all of it, but I want to see if you're doing something that's right. I'm gonna look at it and go, wow, this is dope. Like this is my life example. Let me go and see what's being done.
Yes.
And sometimes for me, I love giving credit and going, like, you're amazing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, you're amazing, but you still can't do every head.
You can't do every
And you don't want to.
Right.
So listen, while you're amazing, I can learn. You can teach this course. And like you said, I can go learn from you. You can take a course from someone that lives in the same town that you do.
The same town.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay because there's no way possible
Yeah.
that you can do it. Even working 24 hours, there's no way possible. So support each other. Be able to say, you know what, she does. I mean, her ponytails are flat. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm finna go over there and do support each other because this is where it counts. This is where it matters the most.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just pour into people. So I love what you just said. Like, that was really chill.
Because since I've been sitting in both of your chairs, I've only seen y'all interact positively.
Yeah.
Like I done sat in C chair and talked about, because I think for my event, I think I told C, I said, I think I wanted Queasy to do my hair for my event. I said, but I don't know if I can book her. Like I'm so real. Like in that moment, if you would have felt the way, I'm sure you would have said something.
Right.
But like I said, I tell her, I patronize you. Like she said, we have Cardi and we got
Nicki
Minaj. I be in my C moment, I be in my Queasy moment. But guess what? My family still patronizing me. I'm still telling people about you. So guess what? The money still circulating. So ain't nobody stopped. Nobody said. You know how many more people will come just because I sat in your chair, or you know how many wigs I used to try to do and ain't finna touch a wig unless I take a class and ain't finna take no class. So guess what? They finna sit and they can choose between the two. But both of you have done amazing work on my hair. It's a Cardi and a Nicki moment. That's it. That was such a great analogy because you got two amazing people.
Yeah, you should never pin. And it's more. It's more people. It's more things, and then there's more behind y'all that's looking up to you.
Yeah.
And then, because you gotta remember, your timeline looks different than ours. My timeline looks different.
Right.
Exactly.
So you have them, and they're looking at y'all, and they're in this space, and they're in high school, and they're going through their time. She did this. They're excited to see that both of y'all doing amazing things.
Yes.
I love it when they can't choose.
When they
You know what I
can't
mean?
choose.
It's like this is the best no matter what we do.
It's so hard.
And so I think that this is a beautiful thing for us to be able to come together and be able to realize that we're good. Like we are all. I mean,
and that's why we want people to know. Like, it's okay. It's
Okay.
Even just thinking about, like, I remember one of my first jobs was like a legal job. I did lotto in New York. But don't worry, I was 5.
Yeah.
But one of my legal jobs in my uncle laundromat. Don't worry. But one of my legal first jobs in high school, Arvindale High School actually, was at Wendy's, right? And so then it was $5 an hour. Just think about the numbers that we're talking now.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't even, I never thought like, oh, you can make this much in a month.
Right.
It wasn't even a thing. And I actually ran across my grandfather's paycheck stub. Now this man bought my grandmother a house. Every 2 years he bought her a car. He was bringing home $525 every 2 weeks. And I'm sitting there going, and she never was without. They always had all this stuff. And I'm like, my math.
Ain't
Right.
nothing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we think about the numbers that they had then, and then what y'all able to do in two heads.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We are so blessed to even have these opportunities.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that don't. So
And I would ask the question about pricing, right?
Yeah.
And so when you first get in the industry, right? You know, you finish school, you fresh out. You know, we all had that fresh out moment, and you're trying to figure out how to price your services. What would be what would be something like one point that you would give a new and upcoming stylist on how to price? I know we said charge your value, charge what you feel like you're worth, but it's hard for a new stylist to figure out what they're worth. They don't know, like, cause you're just trying to get people. What would, and anybody can answer this, all y'all can answer it. What advice would you give a new and upcoming beauty professional on how to start pricing? Would you recommend they start pricing at their word? Or
Well, with me having young people coming to my shop before, I'm always mindful. Put yourself in a place where you know you can charge.
Yeah.
You can't go in the hood, excuse me.
no, be honest.
You can't go in the hood and expect, when people walk through a door, the obvious. You go to Fleming's.
Location.
You go to Fleming's, you already know.
Your ticket
So
is
if you can't afford it, don't walk in there.
okay.
You go to Burger King, you already know.
You finna get a special.
Okay.
You gotta go for
So when it comes to that, you gotta know, especially when I go to schools and talk to people business-wise, because they'll teach you. They teaching you here. I don't need to teach you here. I need to teach you the business and the realness of it. Connect with those people that you can charge. Now, you will do an entry special.
Yeah.
Especially because they know.
Introductory, not a
Yeah,
Understand.
and that's what I tell them. No, this is what you're gonna start, but this is only for X amount of time.
Yes.
So that you can build up that clientele. Then when I would have extra people come in, I would give them to who? Them.
Yeah.
Because of my clientele already built up and I want to keep them here.
Yes.
So you always go into a place that you know you can charge more than a Burger King price.
Okay, that's good. So
I
your
will
location
always,
is
your
important.
location is very important.
So where they pick to work, because that's like coming out when I came out of school.
It is.
They would recommend, okay, if you're gonna be a cut specialist, go start in a Smart Styles. And I just was like, Smart Styles who? For $18 and y'all get 60% of my 40.
Because those clients ain't following.
They're not following you. They're gonna stay with Smart Style prices. So that's a good point. Position yourself in an arena where, first of all, they already know when they walk in the door, they need to expect to be paying a certain caliber of price. That's good. What about you, Steve? What would you recommend?
Yeah, I mean, start off reasonable. Yeah, reasonable so you can build your clientele and then you go up.
But never say that this is like, let them know that this is only temporary.
Yeah,
like,
right.
you-
Yeah.
yeah.
But I feel like
Behind
that should
closed
be
doors.
given. Yeah,
Yeah.
you should know that. I'm just starting. You know, I got.
And you can price people in the area too. Like, see what other people trying to do so you can know. And always just strive to be better at what you do. So when you do go up, you confident in what
Why
you're
you
doing.
went up.
Yeah, why you went up. Yeah.
That's important. What about you, Janice?
So truth be told, I started in the college town, Tallahassee, with the dreads at about $50 rate. Truth be told, I was taking 3-4 hours, like the average. I mastered dreadlocks, beginning to end, shampoo, conditioner, and style in 2 hours. So you do it by the money. I'm at $50 an hour now. I'm 19 years in. So it's all about the time, what you're delivering, like you said, the ambiance, the setting. I ain't in the house no more. So if you ain't coming to my front door and bending over the sink, I'm reclining you, I'm giving you a whole back massage while you're there. Oh, that price is up. You should know and expect it. Again, if I'm booking you from Cash App versus booking you from a legitimate booking site,
Amen.
you should know what time it is.
Right.
That booking site costs money.
Yes.
My setup costs money. Again, when you're dealing with a professional, the products cost money.
Cost money.
I'm like going to Walmart, CVS. Well, sometimes I might catch a deal or something. But I'm just saying, for the most part, we got vendors. So when we got to call them vendors, they want a minimum X amount of dollar order.
Yeah.
So your services ain't finna be dirt cheap. And I'm with you. I ain't doing no sales. And like, what you got going on for Christmas? The price.
The price.
Christmas coming. I have Christmas
the price.
too.
I love it.
I mean, New Year's coming around. I want to be the price.
Yeah, the
like
price.
I can't give
I
a
know
deal.
this,
Plus
right.
the
I
deal
love
on
that.
this knee. Ooh, and the deal on this hip. Oh, I got to stand up and do your hair.
Education.
I'm
You want to take classes.
I'm steady
Bump
getting
on
educated.
everything.
I'm steady trying to find the best deal. I'm steady trying to keep you with professional
Yeah.
prices. I'm steady trying to give y'all a nice ambiance.
Yeah.
You want a $50 hairdo?
How we gonna do
You
that?
insulted me.
Yeah. And that's my thing. I tell like my daughter when she came, no.
No,
That's
that's
the
real.
price. The price.
Yeah.
Right. Y'all, the price.
That's gonna be
y'all.
my thing all week.
The price.
If they call you and be like, guess what? I told somebody today.
The price.
Yeah.
And I tell them too, like, enter the industry with confidence. Like I told my daughter, she was just like, well, mama, I feel like 160 too much. I said, for who?
Yeah.
For who? What are you doing? What is your time? I said, because I get when you first started off, when you were in the Glam Dolls Beauty Academy and we were learning, that was different. But now you bad with it. Be assertive. I said, and you include the price, and you watch that, and I'm your mama.
People don't share.
And I'm new.
Don't
Listen,
But I'm just saying.
I don't shampoo.
You
Yeah,
say
I
shampoo.
Sometimes.
But she does. You know?
But what I do, I have to.
Right.
Yeah.
But what you do?
What I do, I have
But
to.
my prices, that includes that no shampoo. So come with your hair clean because okay, then you're gonna say, okay, I'll shampoo.
But it's
But
upcharge.
my sewing is not gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna be up.
200.
Yeah,
You're
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be
at
up.
probably 315 because I got the wash. It's probably finna shrink.
Blow it out.
No, girl,
Yeah.
I would blow it out and I got to break down because for one, that ain't what I like to do. That ain't what everybody find what they like to do. And
But we like shampoo, so then you
Right.
stand them over here.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
That go to
Yeah. That's what I tell people. Like just like where I work at, the girl that's in the back, I be like, okay, you want a shampoo? You can go back there and she gonna shampoo you
It's
and
gonna
cut
be
me
an extra
because
charge.
even it's still gonna almost be the same thing because you're gonna pay her the shampoo and you was
You
gonna
just
pay
ain't worth
me.
that time in.
But me, I can't put that time in
Yeah.
because the money that I'm
Yeah.
trying to make, it can't. So
Yeah.
if you want me to shampoo, then that means my service is gonna be at
It should've been a
$3.
big
So we
deal.
got the
Because I see
Yeah.
people do
Uh-huh.
three
Right.
with the shampoo, the deep
I don't do
conditioner.
that at all. I don't
I
do the
love
sew-ins. I
Yeah.
don't do the lace fronts. Like
Yeah.
I said, I'm a, what they call an OG in this.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not doing this.
Yeah.
And my thing is, what y'all charging, even if that's a ripoff to you.
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
Because even a $200 sew-in, I feel like it's cheap.
That
cheap.
is
I go
dirt
on
cheap.
people's page and I look at their prices and it'll be like $375.
Yeah.
Or I look at people that better than me and they be doing the skin braids and all of them.
Yeah.
I look at their prices because I be want to see like,
Uh-huh.
what should I be getting for this? Like I should be charging way more.
Yeah.
I be seeing people $375 for the sew-ins,
And I
but
think
they
it's
go
what
wash
location,
and
where they at?
but it still
It's
don't
really
really
the
matter
location.
because
It's a
I
certain
may lose
location.
a lot of good
Certain
clients,
location.
but you got people in the area that will pay that.
So
Yeah.
Tony
Yeah.
Love told me when I took
Yeah.
her hair loss class, I felt like what she was telling, this was 2014, I got hair loss certified with her. And I fought myself on, you know, that should be at least a $2,000 like start, $2,000 service. And so I felt like, well, I'm in little old Polk County, I'm up the street from Eagle Lake. Nobody don't want to pay me that. And she said, it doesn't matter where you at. She said, you know, people will fly to you. It's all about how we position ourselves. And I've been hearing that. I've said that. I have been a victim of that, of location. But then we get into the ambiance. Like I just literally, I said, I had seen the towel, but I said in your shop, and I said, see, I want to do that or whatever. So I didn't do a whole lot in my salon, but the little upgrades I did, oh, the price, yesterday's price is not today's
Hello.
price.
Hello.
Because now when you come in, we got a snack cart. We're going to be able to give you a little bit of wine. If I want to get it to the point where when you come in, because I shampoo, your shirt get wet, I want to give you a little roll. So you're not finna pay this little $100 introductory, because this is my fourth quarter introductory price, because I'm back in the game. It ain't got nothing to do with the client. It's going up. So when you see me specializing in 4 services, don't ask me why my silk press is $200.
Right.
Because guess what? When you walk out this door, you've not only had an experience, but your hair not finna freeze up.
Right.
Your hair gonna
Right.
last
Right.
until you come back. And so all of that goes into my years of experience. What when you come in my salon, I want you to be ready to spend money. I want you to just spend money with me just to come sit at my space. And so I create a space in my salon that I like to sit in. I did my refreshes because it wasn't speaking to me. I was going into the salon and it wasn't saying, hey, it was like, and then I got operators. I got people that work in there. If I'm bored, guess what? They bored. So I'm trying to keep them. I need their dollars. So listen, what y'all think we should do? Did I not, Mariah? Hey, what y'all think about this? What would make you guys stay? The wall, the this, and hey, we gonna spend these couple dollars because next year I'm going up on y'all rent a little bit.
Right.
You know?
Can I say something real quick though?
Yeah.
Back before we get off that topic. So you say that you do shampoos, right?
I don't do shampoo, but I got somebody that will do
Okay,
shampoo.
so that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
not me.
Let me say this now. So, okay, so yeah, you got somebody that do it now. For instance, I just want to use this example. So, being that I don't do the shampoo, so I try to get people in on their appointment times on the regular day, whatever. No way possible I can shampoo your hair in,
Yeah, you
get
can't
the
do
appointments
that.
in, right? So, I get people that they never complain to me though, but they may say that wait, they want their hair washed. I just see the debates all the time on the internet.
Yeah.
But then you want to be able to wash it, but you want to be able to get so now when you can't get an appointment, you still want to squeeze in. But I'm making it convenient where you can still get you an appointment in, because if I do washes, I'm only going to be able to do 3 people a day.
But you're limiting it to you. And the thing about businesses is a strategy, right? So again, we have resources available to us. Luckily, we are ones that have our businesses together. So while this Career Source has a program to where you can hire anyone under the age of 24.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too.
But all the time, because now that's a shampooer, because it's legal. So you can have that shampooer be someone that Career Source pays $15 an hour.
Okay, so boom. If you come in with your hair dirty, right? It's just example. You come in with your hair dirty, your appointment start at 10.
Yeah,
and I tell you, you need to be here 30 minutes early if you want to wash, but you come in at 10.
No.
Now you mad at me because you're getting canceled. So you have to literally be precise, and that's, nobody is really precise. So for me to protect my peace,
eliminate it.
I just don't.
And
that's what worked for me, though.
And there's a lot of people don't work. I mean, that don't wash. Like my daughter, she'll run specials and she leave the shampoo out because she can't do all that.
But how is it fair to stylists for not washing and they get bashed, but someone that just specializes in washing shampoo, you can't go to them and say, I want a wig, or you got to do me this sewing, but you're still a cosmetologist, so you're supposed to do everything. So I just feel
I don't
like
think you're supposed to do everything. That goes back to us figuring out.
But that's why people should know it's okay if that's not what I specialize in. If don't make this a big argument and say you're gonna call these people this and that.
What's your name? What's your name?
Queasy.
Let me tell you something. You set your rules.
I do. I set them.
This is me. Either they gonna come to you or they're not. I hear people say I'm high.
We'll go find somebody low.
Baby,
I'm sorry.
That's how I feel. You know, I hear people say stuff. I've been in this a long time. It ain't stopped me. Because what people opinions about me and feeling that I charge too much, which I really don't. You see what I'm saying? Because you get more than just your hair. You
But
got
that's okay. Let's talk about the Beyonce tickets they go buy and the Broadway
That's why I
tickets.
said people will pay
They
for what
pay
they
for what they want. They want a low budget.
If that's how you are and that's your business, that's what you
I'm
stick
real
to.
firm on my rules, though.
Yeah.
Everybody know I'm firm on my rules.
And you
We
have
just
to be.
debating, so I just want to talk about that subject. They ain't running over me.
And they still gonna be saying the same little stuff. I give you a grace period. You missed that grace period, you missed your appointment. You do a no call, no show, you getting charged the full amount for that service. Because I could have put somebody else there. I don't do, you come in late and you get extra. No, because you're gonna run into my next client.
Okay, but what about us though? Sometimes we do go over too.
Yeah, we do.
So
I'm like a revolving door. I've been doing this thing
I
so
do
long.
my
I
time.
have one in the chair. I have one shampoo, and I take that one from out the chair, put her in there, and it's like this for me.
Yeah.
My mental is set up like that because you know why? I don't want to be over their head all day either.
But what grinds my gears is, okay, once everybody sit in that chair, they ready for what they want. No matter if they was waiting or not. They don't care if nobody behind them. They not looking at that. So they'll be like, I ain't booked for curls. Can you? So I'm still just being nice. I'm going to do your curls, right? So I try to be nice. I do your curls because I feel like it's something simple. But my 215 head going to come in there. You see me doing the curls. Hey, I'm 215. Like, I'm ready, but it's like, sit down and let me do your curl real quick. But it's just like, it's still so much on the stylist still. Like, because we still can't, you can time it, but sometimes it just may.
And it may, but why still, you build that relationship. Girl, sit down, girl. Hey, boo, hey, baby. And you see what I'm saying?
I have the.
It's like that. And they don't mind because they already know when they sit in your chair, they about to pour out their whole heart. And then you, because you are there and you listening to them and you giving them that special time and you letting them know what they got going on is important to you. They really don't mind. Now you will have those who will come up
Somebody
with the
gonna have
attitude.
something to say.
Honey, I turned the gospel on and I said, tame this beast.
And what I can say since I've been coming, both you and C, and I've been on Walk-In Friday, and she know I hate a walk-in. what? Walk in where? I'm not walk in who, but I have to respect her business, right? And she ain't playing. She like, it's walk in, Miss Tameka. Like, you like, look, you down there on the list now. But I combated that. I be there 8 o'clock now. But what I loved about it, because I'm very attentive, is that you both like, because I can remember being in the salon and being like kind of agitated, like because I'm running behind. But I noticed that you guys move with grace. You don't rush your style. You're going to take your time. Because your client can feel that. I can feel that, okay, yeah, they walked in. Y'all focus on your client. And you focus on your client and you make sure that you execute. The thing about shampooing, I have to shampoo. Because I cannot do a silk press without, shampooing.
That's what.
But I respect the fact that if you don't shampoo, you don't. And that's one message I want to make clear on this panel today, is that for any beauty professional that's questioning where they are, what they should be doing, do what is comfortable and what works for you. Because one thing I read out on this thing, walking, y'all can read, it's a lot of little quotes, and one of them says, what other people think about you is none of your business. Absolutely none of your business. It ain't stopped your bag because you ain't shampooing. It ain't stopped your door from spinning because you're not shampooing. So I think we each stand on business about what it is we're going to do. And as we continue to, and what we're not going to do, like I simply know.
That's a beautiful referral.
It's a beautiful referral.
So to be able to say, prior to you coming to me, you can stop by one of their salons and get a full treatment of
It's
the
$50.
washing.
I'll get it right.
Okay, well, that's what I got to
Cocktails.
go to. Saying stuff without feeling like they tried me. Because people will get the perception of me being mean when you read on the book what it say, right? So now if you come with me dirty and I'm like, why your hair dirty? Don't be talking about I'm mean because you didn't follow the rules. And some of them already know. They'll come in and be like, girl, I said, hurry up, let me wash my hair because I don't want Queasy mad at me. What? Why would you get that perception? Because you're only feeling that way because you know that you're not doing what you were supposed to do.
No, but the way that you just did that one eye closed, when you did that, I would perceive personally that you feel that way. But I have a stylist. I have a stylist like that that's in Tampa, right? And that's how we feel. Now I'm still gonna come to you. You're still the baddest. You're still the best. But I know I can't play with you with certain stuff. Like I go to Tia in Tampa, right? And she does my sew-ins.
Yeah.
You're gonna come.
Her name
Tia did it. Yeah, so she does my sew-in. You're gonna come clean. You're gonna still pay her $18 billion. Not Cabillion with a K. That's after B. And so you still gonna pay her, but you're gonna come clean. Now, do I feel like for the price I should get it clean? I should feel it. I should do that. But when I want that service, I go somewhere else. I go to a head spa. I enjoy that service, and then I go over to her and then get it done. And now I'm patronizing two different people. I'm getting the experience that I cultivated, and I'm fine with that. You're amazing at cleaning my hair and doing that. She's amazing at that. So sometimes we have to just be opened up to that possibility. I mean, you can't be scared of saying, well, if I do send over that, she do sewing, she do. I wonder if she gonna take my client. No one can take anything.
I don't think that, and
but some people do.
Not you, but some people do.
But I refer people to other people, like, go over there, let them do it. But my thing is like, okay, so back to that. If you come in, I'm okay with you going to anybody because my rules is set in stone, but I just need to work on saying no instead of doing it in mad while I'm doing it. Because if I'm gonna do it, just take the madness out the window. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I have to tell myself, you're doing it anyway. Just relax. But I really don't want to do it. But I'm still trying to please the client because I know you need your hair done and I don't want to send you out. But you know you didn't follow the rules, and then I don't want you to go and feel some type of way about me because I didn't do it. So it's just a lot.
Because we're people please, though.
And then
it's perspective.
And that's the thing. I may not be mad, but at some point, if 5 of y'all came in this week and I'm telling all y'all the same time, by the time I get to the 5th person, it's not gonna come out like, no, I can't do it. I'm like, no, you were supposed to wash your hair, like, And so I'm working on that.
We all are work in progress. So there's certain things that we're gonna be like, you know what? I could have did that better. And we're gonna do it better next time. But this time you got what you got. You know what I mean? Unfortunately.
And moving forward, Ms. Jenkins, I'm gonna need for you to let me know ahead of time.
I feel so bad for Miss Jenkins.
You hear me?
She done gave away Miss Jenkins.
Oh, because it's always Miss Jenkins.
And you
That
do
don't
fire
understand.
some clients.
Yeah,
You do
fire.
What you
Okay.
say? Fire the client.
Fire.
I love fire clients.
That
But I
was
don't
a time.
trust
Especially with bad energy too. I can't
Yeah.
stand no bad energy.
All money ain't good
I blocked them off the booking, and then they will still like hit me up, and it's like I just be want to say I blocked you, but I still be in there doing it. But it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, but I
You trying to please so
understand
many
too,
people.
because the ones that, and I think that's the part that we have to stand on business about, right? And not be afraid to lose that client because it's about your sanity. I literally have Misha fire clients. Like a client will book me, and I have one client that I really have to pray before I take her because she won't go to nobody else. But it's like I won't fire her because I feel like, you got those ones that look, she need me today.
Yeah.
But I have those clients that just stress me out, so I'm like, I don't even want to do her hair. And so I don't necessarily, I wouldn't block them, but I have had conversations with a person, and I was like, listen, this relationship, this doesn't seem like the best fit for us, but I have a recommendation for you. She's way better in this area than I am, and I feel like she can execute what you're looking for better than me. Now, if she doesn't work out for you, let me know, but I would prefer for you to go to her next time. And they may feel, if they feel away, that's fine, but guess what I just did? I relieved myself of that stress because I got people that respect my rules that need the best part of me. And you agitating my spirit. And I gotta get you off my book. And that's it. And if they wanna keep booking with you, they gonna start reading them rules and respect in order to sit in your chair. And I think that's what we don't do because publics don't adjust what they do for the customer. They adjust what they do for the business. They adjust like Walmart, like all of those big places, they don't adjust what they do because of a customer. They adjust what they do for the good of the business. And we gotta understand that for that client that won't respect us, that may leave, God gonna send you 2 more. He'll send you 3 or 4 more. And guess what? You got your piece back. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta think about what we said. Marketplace ministry. We gotta be in a good headspace. That's been days I can go to work because I wasn't in a good space.
Well, what about that? Like it be days I don't want to work.
Well, it's personal because if I'm not gonna be, if I'm not gonna show up as the best version of myself, and I'm dealing with so much, and I know what is required of me behind this chair, and I'm not gonna be able to deliver it, I'd rather send you a text because we know. It ain't like we just canceling them 30 minutes. I know, and I tell them, hey, especially the ones that know me, hey, I'm just not, because now I'm finna transfer energy, and I don't want it done to me. And if you can't respect where I am as a person to say, hey, I'm having a bad day, and this just is not a good day for me to be on your head, can we do tomorrow? And if you can't do today, I got a recommendation. I'm good with a recommendation, baby. I'll give you a good recommendation.
See, that's what I need to do. I need to talk to you.
I will get them a
words
good
together.
recommendation. We can come up with a script because these are things I had to work with, and when I would release those clients, I felt better. I ain't lose no money either. God bless me even better. Because even now, where am I nervous about these 4 services? Nervous as heck. But I trust that if God gave this to me and this is where my peace is at, I'm still gonna make the same money faster, way better, and the people that's coming in, they gonna respect me because Tameka ain't doing but them 4 services. But guess what? She got a network of stylists that you still can go to that one person and be connected with everything that you need. So you're not losing because I do 4 services because I got an artillery of stylists.
And then when people trust you, like when they think like they be like, well, you told me to go to them, so I'm trying to go.
Because listen, I think we talked about it. Me and Shan, we're talking about a system. I said I'm gonna put your link, C-Link, Misha link. Thank you for coming. Trinice link, like I want people, I trust God so much in this season. Nobody can take nothing from me.
Unless you give.
You can't take what's mine from me. And guess what? I don't want nothing nobody else got that ain't for me. So it's a big step. You don't hear no stylist putting nobody in. Oh, you gonna let? Yes. Because if that's the chair you need to sit in, please go sit in her chair and tell her I sent you. Maybe she'll do my eyebrows for free when I come in. You know what I'm saying?
That's where I would love for y'all to get a lot better at when referring is that it should be a business, right? And so you should be able to refer to her, and she says, oh, you referred, then that's going to be $30 or $20. And you should build it in there, because I tell people all the time, like, how much does it cost you to get a client? And you'll say, I don't know, I post on social media. But there actually is a cost behind, if you go to McDonald's, if you go to any other business and say, how much does it cost? For us, we know we run ads, we do different things. I have to pay somebody to do a website. So I know that there's a cost behind it. So you need to know how much it costs for you to get a client. And then if I say, it takes you $50 to get a client, I gotta post this many times on this group, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Okay, this is the time it takes, and this is how much I make per hour. So I'm gonna use that as a parameter. But whatever you use to figure out how much you're gonna charge per hour, say, okay, I can afford to give Tameka that for referring me, because I would have had to pay a little bit more than that to get this client anyway. So we need to know those numbers, so then when we get those referrals back and forth, it makes sense. We're not coming up with, no, I'm gonna give them $25. You don't know that. You don't know if that $25 is eating your profit, because now you've had to pay for products, you had to do all this. So I think that one of the things that when we walk away from this, if we all just sit down and say, how much does my client cost? Because then you can better now refer to somebody and have it to where it's actual business. And have it, like, we have an affiliate link where we can set you up an affiliate program just like Amazon. And so now you're able to go say, well, you need a videographer, whatever you need, I can send out a link. And now we have it. So then you can look back at your numbers and go, I got more money from Tameka than I did doing ads. I got more money from Tameka than printing all the flyers. Guess what I'm going to invest more in next year?
To Tameka.
So
because every time she sit in the chair, I'm getting somebody, you know what I'm saying?
It's super important to be able to do that when it comes to business, and realizing, I also say anything that you do twice in business, if you send out your address twice, if you do anything twice, make it automation. And that's something that you guys got to get a lot better at as well.
I got to
follow up.
Your time is worth so much, and y'all do so much for people that you shouldn't be sitting here saying answer the phone. You shouldn't. If it's business hours, you know what I mean. Nobody wants you talking over them anyway, or stopping a text or whatever. Everything someone needs to do with you is art. You already know. I can say what's the top 5 things people contact you for. Oh, they need the address. They want to know if I'm available for booking. They do all of that.
When my open.
A system to be able to have it to where I don't have to look at the phone. I'm looking at the phone for notifications, but not to communicate with you. Because everything is set. And then that's how you get out your situation of, oh, you're not able to hear. They're going to automatically get something that says, you're not here. I appreciate you being on the point, but here's Tameka's information. So now you can be able to pre-book this service or whatever. So to me, it's all about automation and being smarter. There's no clone, there's no system, there's no nothing that can duplicate what y'all actually do. So everything else should be. So that's good. Yeah, that's my thoughts when it comes to what y'all do. I can't, even though both of y'all may have similar styles, there's no duplicate. She can't do exactly like you. You can't do exactly like her, but what you're doing is super unique, and everything else should be automated. Everything.
I think this has been good. I definitely want to do another Beauty Connect, because I think it's so much that we could talk about. Like, I wanted to talk about, we can. And that's what it looks like in a salon. I think that's why women get in the shop and we stay so long. We be talking about relationships. Like, we just go far. But the one thing I will say is that I've been able to, and I think we all can attest to this, I want to ask this question, and this is how I want to seal the deal with the Beauty Connect. I tell people, you can't talk to me. Don't talk to me if you don't want to hear about God, right? How important, and I already know everybody on this panel is varied, but I want to hear from you, and I want the audience to hear from you. How important and how vital has your relationship been with God throughout your walk in this industry, keeping you in business, sustaining you, being able to provide for your family? Because I raised 3 kids off of the chair, right? So, and I tell people God is the CEO of my business. He's my financial advisor. He's my everything. I'm in a season now where I don't move unless I put my plan before him, you know, because really trusting him and moving in motion is, Lord, not my will, but your will. So I want everybody to know what foundation, how important. I can say it in so many ways, but y'all get what I'm trying to ask. Like, where would we be?
I don't know.
How important has that been? How vital, how impactful has that been? Your relationship with God in your business. I want to hear from everybody.
It's everything.
Yes.
It really is. It's those moments when you don't have the clients on the book. and you go to bed and you
Wake
say
up.
your prayer to God. And people ask you, my sisters, how your book look? Because they want you to do stuff with them. And I said, on the natural, it's not filled, but on the spiritual, it's filled. Because I take God for what His Word says, that He is my provider. And it's God that sends those people, not because I believe that I am one of the best.
Okay. Yes.
And it's beyond just me styling hair.
Yes.
It's the way I care for the people. But God is everything in this.
Yeah.
It ain't because I'm so great that they keep coming back.
Right.
It's because I speak those things as if. And I say, God, I thank you for making me a multimillionaire. God, I thank you. This is what I'm in need of this week, God. Now, if you want to go past that,
Yes, God.
He has done it.
Yes.
Even when it still don't look full, but
Yeah.
He brought that client to say, oh, that service was $600 and something. People looking like what? And no hesitation. Paying it. So it's like that being said, God is everything. What God blesses us with is priceless and it's beyond money. The favor of God, it holds more value than the money.
More value. Yeah. See?
He gave
God
us
is
this
one
gift.
in my life.
I saw a video of you, and I think about it. I said I'm gonna do that because that's the part we don't show. But you had set up your camera and you were in your shop, and my girl had her oil. You hear me?
Anointed.
And that's what she doing. And I'm
I
like,
pray
that's the part
when
people
I
don't
walk
see.
in my shop. I pray.
Yeah.
Like I pray over my clients.
Yeah.
Like, I'm praying. I pray that God send me the right clients
That's it.
that love me that much as I love them.
Yes.
God has moved the clients that I did not need out of my life. I got my clients that I love. They love me. Like so.
Yes.
Yeah, God, everything to me.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I don't even post a lot. I be putting.
But when you post, girl, you start be doing numbers.
And I be like, I don't know how I'm booking busy. I don't know how I barely post. I post once a month. Like, but God be making a way for me, and I thank Him. Like, I really thank God for that. Yeah.
As for me, I'm just trying to get a deeper connection. Like I've been trying to go to church and like instead of just always calling on God when I want something. So now I've been trying to like just go, cause I've been raised in the church, but I'm not that deeply connected. Like I'm not that deeply connected. Like even when she did the print, I'm like, can you come pray in my shop? Like, you get what I'm saying? Well, that may be, but I've been trying to find it, and God still worked for me. Like, cause I still live by. I may not know all the stuff pertaining to like the boss stuff. I live by. Do right by people, like just doing right, and when I go to church, it be like counseling for me. I like it because it's like counseling still, but just trying to get deeper with it and just find my way.
Yeah, that's what's up.
But I still believe in God and still.
Yeah, because you came up in the church, so you just, so you working on your own.
So basically finding what worked for me, because I'm not too with the so much spiritual, like it's overwhelming for me. But I just do it in a way that it would work for me.
That's what's up.
In moderation, I'm with Chrissy. So for me, coming from a Christian background, always in church, I stand on good morals. I stand on a woman of integrity, doing right in all aspects of life, doing for people, having the mindset. Again, it's not always for us, it's for the people. Again, to piggyback, I feel that God gave us our gifts, and we got to use it accordingly. We learn from the stripes that, the valleys in life, but God gave us this gift, and we got to use it accordingly. When we have those people in our chair, that is our ministry, like you said. We talk to them about our experiences, they talk to us about their experiences, and we're that positive conscience that sits on the shoulder. God has to be the head of our life in order to steer them in the right direction. Just like you said, if you ain't feeling up to it, you don't want to come in, because that bad energy, the negative spirits, you don't want to portray it. We doing people here. That's their crown, that's their dome. Again, God got to be the head. We got to pray to Him. Again, I'm with you, Mama. I want to seek Him more. I want to be able to quote these scriptures. That's why we go to Bible study, so we can learn more about the shortcut. We want to get The pastor done read the chapters, now he gonna break it down and visualize it for us. We're still hungry, but we still have to be more hungry for him. Just like we want to get this seafood and these steaks, we got to be hungry for Jesus. He gonna feed us. He's gonna give us a gift. I don't want to get emotional.
But it is.
Yeah, God is good. It's a song by Maverick City that it's one that says the storm may come and the winds may blow, but my house is built on you. I believe it's called Firm Foundation. And there's another song, I don't know if it's the same one, but he says if he takes care of the lilies and he trusts them with beauty and splendor, how much more does he love you? If he takes care of, she didn't say every sparrow, but if she didn't just say sparrow, she said if he takes care of every sparrow, how much more does he love you? And so I tell people all the time, like, I can't quit. God won't let me quit here. I got too many people watching. I'm raising entrepreneurs. And so I know that if it had not been for God, I would have been quit. I probably wouldn't be working for nobody because I'm just not built like that. But I would have been quit. Like, I would have really been. And every time I throw in the towel, he tell me, go back to the basics. Remember why you started. And I'll remember this picture that I have, and I posted it when I was 3 years old with a Barbie doll head in my lap and a blow dryer. Like, it's in me. It's embedded in my bloodline. And so not for just me to do hair, but for me to be a Harriet Tubman of my time, where I'm showing people that this is an avenue through which God can really bless you. Like, God has taken care of me. I have not worked for real, not in hair, for 3 years, and I have lived better. And God always remind me when the books were slow and I didn't have the people, he said the 2 fish and the 5 loaves of bread blessing is on your life. He said, Tameka, I've done more with less, and you got more than you had before. I need for you to account for what you got in your hand. Use what you have in your hand, and we get so focused on what we lost. God said, I'm not worried about what you lost, I'm worried about what you got left. And so I choose to use what I have left in me for the beauty industry to help other women that are new and upcoming not stumble like I did, to get ahead further, quicker. I want my daughter to see 6 figures before 21. So I'm here for that, and I want to thank y'all, because sitting in y'all chair, like, and I'm like, I don't want to get emotional. It was like, I saw how we needed each other. And I was just going to be that bold one to say, you want to do this? And if you said no, you said no. But I just feel like we all have a job to do, and God put something on. I'm so passionate about seeing people win. I will literally help you for free. My good girl Shan won't let me. And it's a lot of people in my life that want, it's like, nah, you need the money. But it said that your passion is a driving force for anything that you would do without worrying about the check. And I think all of us would do what we do if the check wasn't attached. But then he reminds me of Solomon. And we pray for the cars and the houses and all of that. And when I went to Solomon and I read that particular scripture, Solomon didn't pray for none of that. Solomon asked for wisdom and knowledge to know what to do with it. So now I ask God that as you add all these things unto me, that you give me the wisdom and knowledge to know what to do with it.
That's it.
Show me how to use my gifts. I'm nothing without God. Absolutely nothing. And I tell people I love me a good margarita. You might catch me at the bar. You might catch me brunching. But baby, my conversation does not go without God. I don't care where I'm at. Because see, that's the thing. People so scared to go into certain rooms. I don't care what you think about me. Please know I stand on business about God. He the head of my life, in the bar, out the bar, on the curb, in the curb. He with the cup in my hand. We gonna talk about him.
But guess what? In that moment, people get so wrapped up and caught up in your actions.
That's why I said I'm not what I do.
God had me pray for somebody. When I went and was with my ex-husband, we was in the club. I was in that black backslide, and I was lit. I went in a bathroom where those people gave you the towels, and I built a relationship with that lady. And that lady said, I've been waiting on you. And God said, pray for her. She wanted me to talk to the lady. The drunkenness came off just like that. Your transparency brings on deliverance. That's the realness of it. Jesus went to the center party, and I know we talking about hair, but I'm going here. God will take that taste out of your mouth so quick, you won't even realize it's gone.
That's so real.
But your realness,
Yeah.
it's in your realness and your transparency that God he can bless somebody and deliver somebody that's watching this.
Yeah.
So for those naysayers, them right there, they better be mindful because of their titles that they have the anointing, that they could be real and that they could be honest. Because they respect people more than they respect God. And there is a miracle in the valley. So when we are at those moments where we drink, now God took that from me and I don't drink no more because I abused it. But guess what? I saw a lady in Ybor and she said, you a woman of God, it's all over you. And I had just prayed 2 days prior to, God, do you still hear me? God can use you and God will clean it up in his timing.
Yes. And God said, I know who I created you to be. So when I said to you, God, I was riding and I had to tell God, Lord, thank you for knowing who you created me to be. Right. Therefore, I don't conform to the opinion of man about me. Because see, they gonna judge me. You did? Yeah. But I have to be authentic. I cannot be fake about who I am because like you said, my transparency is what the people need. I tell them, I say, don't get it twisted. Please don't get it twisted. I'm not what I do. I'm who God created me to be. And he created me like this. He wired me like this. He knew before you judged me that I was gonna do this and I probably would have had a cup in my hand and ministering to you. But the cup in my hand is what made me relatable. You didn't know you was gonna get the extra out of it. So I can't be anybody but me with regards to you understanding that I really care what you think.
Sincerely. Sincerely. The other thing too is one thing that we were touching about what God means that I wanted to say was that when we go through certain things in life, it's preparation. It's development. You know, I remember when I was in commercial real estate and I had all these guys and at the time they were making all this money. It was 21 different A-type. Everyone was doing multifamily. They were all making a lot of money. And I'm in this room and I'm running their businesses basically for them, right? So I'm running the office, but I'm not a real estate agent. So I'm doing everything. They're just like, going to the golf course really and doing that. So I'm like, okay. So eventually we ended up starting a company where we helped residential agents sell commercial real estate because they were doing it wrong. Residential agents are more flowery, look at the lush landscaping. And commercials like, these are the numbers. This is the demographics. What's up? You know what I mean? So it was the residential bottom line. The residential flowery people were coming and putting their pictures on the big commercial signs. If you ever look at a commercial sign, you'll never see a picture of someone. All residential signs have it. So they're like, you're messing it up. So we created a company to teach them how to do it for Prudential. And they were supposed to pay me $10,000 a month. They never paid me for 8 months. And they ended up downsizing. The economy went crazy in 08, 09. The economy went crazy, and now I'm doing 7 different jobs, literally. And so one day, open a mail, doing an actual call with the owner of Prudential Hawaii. He has like 8 locations in Hawaii. So I'm doing a call with the actual owner, and I'm opening the actual mail, right? So I'm doing all these things, and I see a check in the mail from my director for $25,000 for the month of May. So I'm opening the mail quick because I know if he got a big check, I got a check. So I'm open, no check for Shane. But Shane's doing the work, like the real work. I'm webinar, I'm doing this, I'm doing a follow-up. But then when the economy crashed, I went to them and I was like, hey, I didn't get a check. Oh, we're checking on it. How you get a check in? Okay. So the economy crashed and I was like, you know what, these people, the guy from Prudential Hawaii, he called me, asked me, can I do a Word document, this other one? Can I just work for them and if you can do all your other jobs and do this, go ahead and do it, right? So I did it. The first month I made more than I made with them 3 times as much as I made with that job. So then I started looking and seeing if it was going to be consistent. So after 9909 was the last day I ever worked for someone as an employee. But if I didn't have that training, if he didn't develop me to that, and now I'm full blown in tech. So again, it was me accepting that job that I didn't get paid for then to now go through and the same thing. You said you were very young doing braids. that was just the foundation.
Yeah.
And you know, you could have been doing anything else. So how he prepared us all this time. When you look back and go, man, if I wasn't at this particular place or this particular, they would have never happened. You know, and so that's the stuff that I look forward to and I'm grateful for, because when I go through different things now, like even this meeting now, I'm like, I have never met a lot of y'all, right? And so, but then today to be able to say, wow, so all of that, me calling you that day, me meeting you several years ago, and you coming to my office in Tampa, all this stuff happened.
Elite beauty professionals birthed out of that meeting.
Yes.
We switched branding.
Yep.
We just,
Yeah, all those things happened. And then when you look back, you be like, wow, like I understand now. It's such an amazing thing. When you see the intricacies that God puts in how he does it, there's no way that we could do. Like we want to say, oh yeah, I met such, how?
Yeah.
It's 9 billion people on this earth that we think we know. So how? This is not by chance.
It's not by chance.
Yeah, it's by purpose. So I'm thankful for all of y'all for coming here and sharing. I've learned so much about y'all. I love the fact that you guys, your profession is to help people be better and feel better about themselves. And to mention, all y'all look bad. Like, I mean, usually they say, oh, beauty professionals, they don't take care of themselves. But who saw that line?
Catch me on the regular day.
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yo, we coming out the house.
Yeah.
We gonna come out.
Tell the truth, baby.
Listen, I look, and so Queesa get my hair, so I'm at home, and I'm like, she couldn't fix my leave. I said, yeah, y'all taught me to just leave out, girl. And I'm like, let me pull this little arsenal. So I done text her. I'm like, girl, what spray you use? Because it's too much to be trying to comb. And so I just say that to say that when we have our moments where, you know, hair pulled back in the ponytail, we ain't really doing much, but it's still in us. Like, we are our own billboard, right? And I'm like, I gotta get it right, baby. I gotta get it together. Because we have people always looking at us.
Right.
They're always looking at us. And although we're not always able to be well kept, we're well kept.
Right.
You're never gonna see me like looking too bad.
Right.
But see, a lot of people know what you look like when you step, so they ain't really judging us on them days that we just had to make the grocery
It
store.
gives you a good 20 minutes. You're a whole other person.
Just 20.
Who are you?
That's it. Just 20. So, so let me take a moment and take it all in. So anytime I plan an event, right? I was telling Natavio this morning. I said, every time I plan an event, I'm super excited, you know, until it gets to the day. And I really take a step, like an out-of-body experience. And I'm like, am I really doing this, God? It's really happening, right? And so you guys just don't understand how honored, and I ain't finna cry because I ain't got no sponge, but how honored I am that you guys accept the invitation. Like, for real, I'm probably gonna cry.
Tameka.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. But I do. I'm such a crybaby.
Oh my God. And don't start because I want, but don't do
I'm
that.
for real. It's for real. But one thing I'm gonna say is that when God intends for something to happen, He's not gonna let it miss you. Right. And when Shan called me that day, I was just like, Lord, I trust you. I said, okay, I'm not going to have another event and not have a follow-up. I'm not going to have another event and then the people don't see me the next year. I said, I got to keep the momentum. And she called me out of the blue. And this is what it is when God placed people in your life for such a time as this, right? Such a time as this meant that God was preparing me all this time. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
But God really had to remind me, because y'all, I work hard.
Yeah.
I work so hard. And sometimes it seems like the work you do
don't get noticed. It does. We see it.
So I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for opening up, sharing, and not only sharing, but showing people that even though we in the same industry, we do the same thing. It doesn't take nothing from either one of us to sit on this couch and collaborate. Collaboration in real time. And that's what it is. Collaboration in real time. So thank y'all for joining the Beauty Connect. I'm sorry I'm a crybaby. But if you guys want to connect even further with these women, please check out my website, www.tamekataylor.com. I do have a community called The Connector that you can join and get even more access to these women, because I'm sure if they accepted this invitation, they'll accept the next invitation. And there's so much knowledge and wisdom on this couch. I don't want this to be the end of it. It's only $19.99 right now if you decide you want to join, but pay them the $20 and get this work. These are 6-figure plus earners. There's not anybody on this couch there's nobody in this room. Okay. So that speaks volume to who we are connected to. What boss man D-Lo say? Get in with me. Yeah. Get in with one of us. Just get in with us, because we want to see you win. There's not a woman on this couch that is a hater. If you connect with any of us, we want to see you win. And whatever it is we can do to help you, let us know. Reach out. But thank you for joining the Beauty Connect. See you next time.